Hello my friends and welcome to a new video. Okay, today we're going to talk about the plants to explain to you a little bit that you need to remember. Okay, we're going to start with the photosynthesis, which is the process of how the plants make their own food. Remember this is their superpower. No any other living thing can do that. Okay, how do they start? Okay, we start with the water over here. Okay, it rains, they get some water into the soil, and the roots are going to absorb that water and the minerals from the soil. They are going to transport the water and the minerals up to the leaf, okay, to the different leaves, and there, to mix it with the water and the minerals, we are going to absorb carbon dioxide. Okay, here we have two particles of oxygen and in the middle one of carbon. Remember that the plants, okay, on the leaves, they have the title of Master Chef, okay, so they know how to cook the food. What are they going to do? Are they going to mix water, minerals, okay, and the carbon dioxide? They are going to chop it, they are going to cut the carbon from the oxygen, okay, take the carbon, mix it in the pot with the water and the minerals, and throw away the oxygen because we don't need it to make food, okay? But how do they have the energy to do that? Okay, with the sunlight. The sunlight, the light of the sun gives them the energy, okay, it's like connecting to the thermomix or the fire, okay, to the electricity. And in the leaf, they have like this the power to cut the carbon dioxide, take the carbon, let go the oxygen, okay, and to create the food. Okay, mixing with water and minerals. Here is what we obtain. Okay, the food is made sugar. Okay, the water, minerals, and the carbon, they make sugar, which is the food for the plants. Okay, and another product that we get from the photosynthesis is the oxygen that we throw it away. We take it out, which is fantastic for all the other living things. Like this, we can breathe. Okay, what happened with the sugar? The sugar is transported down everywhere to the plant to continue growing and to have energy, okay, to continue. So in this part I'm going to explain to you the difference between nutrition and respiration of the plant. Okay, we have here during the day and here we have during the night. Okay, during the day two things are happening, okay, to the plant. Like to you eat food during the day and you breathe oxygen, because you remember nutrients, oxygen, energy. So we need the two things to make energy, okay? Where do the plants get the nutrient from? When they made the photosynthesis that I explained just before, okay? They take water and minerals from the ground, it goes up to the leaves, okay? And in the leaves, the water and minerals mixes with the carbon dioxide, that goes in a lot of carbon dioxide, cuts the carbon dioxide, absorbs the carbon and lets go oxygen out. And this is the process of nutrition to make food, okay? But during the day, also breathes the plant. It needs oxygen like you and me, okay? It's not sleeping. So also it takes a little bit of oxygen inside and takes out carbon dioxide like you and me. Because to make energy, the plant uses the sugar that made before, nutrients, takes in oxygen, and together, energy. And the result is a little bit of carbon dioxide going out like you and me. During the night, which is here, we don't have energy from the sun. And because we don't have electricity, we cannot work. It's like the kitchen, if you don't have electricity, you cannot cook, or if you don't have fire. So because the plant doesn't have energy from the sun, the kitchen doesn't work, okay, and can only do one thing. Oxygen in, carbon dioxide out for breathing, okay, to breathe. Like you and me, when you sleep, you are not eating, you don't put nutrients inside. What you do is that you breathe to continue putting oxygen inside your body, and you use the nutrients that you already have inside from the day when you were eating, okay? So we have, during the day, nutrition, photosynthesis to make food, carbon dioxide in, oxygen out, and also respiration, breathing a little bit of oxygen in, and then a little bit of carbon dioxide out. Well, here we have a flower, okay, which is the reproductive system of the angiosperms, okay, well, and the gymnosperms, the flowering plants, okay. I'm sorry they don't appear all the names, but you have them in the book, okay. Remember, here we have the petal, okay, which is with many colors to attract the insects to come to the flower, which we'll talk later why is important that, okay. We have, because it's sexual reproduction, okay, like mammals or birds or some reptiles, okay, we have a boy and a girl. We have here, okay, which is the part of the boy, okay, here is the stamen, okay, which is a filament here, and up here is where it creates the pollen. The pollen would be like the spermatozoids that they need to fly and to go inside the part of the girl, the female part, this part here, okay. Here we have the stigma, okay, the style, and the ovary, okay. The pollen will go inside, all this way down to the tube, will make the fecundation of the ovary, okay, and here it would be created the leaf, the seed, sorry, okay, which is the baby of the plant, okay. Like I explained before for the human reproduction, one part for the boy, one part for the girl. Here is the same in one flower, but remember, this part of the boy cannot fecundate the same flower. The pollen has to go to another different flower, okay? Well, and as I said before, okay, here we have the process of pollination and fertilization, okay, where the flowering plants, okay, with the sexual reproduction, they make new seeds and new babies. Here we have our friend the bee, okay, which goes to the flower to take the nectar, attracted by the flower by the color of the petals, collects the nectar, and here it gets attached some pollen from the stamen. The bee flies, goes to another flower, and touching the other flower, it falls down the pollen that collected from the other one. The pollen goes into the stigma, to the style, to the ovary, fertilizing, okay, what is the seed here, the ovary. And then this transforms into a fruit, okay, and creates seeds that they fall down, okay, touch the ground, and from the soil start getting roots and start growing. Well, then remember we have the battle between angiosperms and gymnosperms. These are flowering plants that they reproduce sexually. What is the big difference? The babies, okay? Angiosperms, okay, they make seeds inside the fruits that they create, okay? This is a fruit, and this is the seed inside. In the past, this was the stem, okay, here was the sepal and the petals, and this was the flower, but then it transformed when the pollen got inside and fecundated the oval and created the fruit, started growing until it's ready and it falls down. Remember that the baby is the seed, and the fruit itself, the part that you eat, okay, is the part that will give nutrients to the roots, extra nutrients to the soil. Okay, they are juicy, we can usually eat it. In difference, the gymnosperms, they are born from seeds that they are inside the cones. Cones are hard, cones are dry, okay, and they are usually closed. Until the seeds are ready, the cones open and the seeds fall down. Well, here we have some more examples, okay, with more detail of the angiosperms and the gymnosperms, okay. Angiosperms, here we have fruit, this is a tomato with the seeds inside, very juicy, okay. We have an apple with seeds inside as well, and here we have the cones, okay. The cone is closed, okay, when the baby seeds are getting ready. They are not ready yet, they are not mature, but slowly they are growing, and once the seeds are ready, like you can see here in the example, the cone opens up and the seed can fall down. Well, hello my friends, I hope you like this video, okay. To finish, I would like to remind you about the ferns, okay, the non-flowering plants. Remember that these ones, they don't need sexual reproduction, these are sexual. One plant alone can make more plants, okay? Remember, we have the ferns, okay, that what they do is that on the back of the leaf, they have some little balls, okay? and they don't release seeds, they release spores, which are like little pieces, okay, that when they fall down appear more plants. Imagine like taking little pieces of hair and appears more of you, okay? I hope you like the video of the plants, that this helped you to understand better the unit, okay? And remember, plants are our friends, okay? They give us food and they give us oxygen. So take care of the plants and see you in the next video.